with you in a bit. In the meantime, joining us now to update us on the conditions over in Stratford is the town's very own mayor, Laura Hoydick. Mayor Hoydick, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Well, thank you for having me, Brittany.
Let me ask you, what are you seeing and even hearing in your area right now?
Well, like the meteorologist said, it's a light rain, and it's not the storm that we expected, and I guess we're very thankful we didn't get the storm that was expected.
Certainly, the governor earlier today saying that, it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. So what was that sort of planning like for you in Stratford?
So we've been planning for the last several days. All of our departments, they're very accomplished and very professional and experienced, and we're very fortunate. And so we obviously had all the roof drains cleaned, the storm drains cleaned, all of our emergency management had all of their schedules straightened. We had all of our staff in place, and we were ready to address whatever problems that occurred from the storm.
And even though you cleaned all of those storm drains and took those precautions, is flooding still a concern and a risk there? It is across the state.
It most certainly is, especially with the miles of shoreline that we have in Stratford. We have the river, and we also have Long Island Sound. So we're very, very conscious of flooding, and also the saturation level of the ground is quite high. So we're not going to be able to take all that rain and not have it flood someplace.
Right, and this storm is supposed to sit and spin for a few more hours. Something that we talked about during the commercial break, the puddles that people continue to drive through. You had an incident in Stratford. Explain that to our viewers.
We did. So in preparedness for the storm, Public Works puts out barricades or road barriers, and we have them at every viaduct or where there's potential flooding or we know there's a history of flooding. And in one particular spot, which is on Surf Avenue, and it's an I-95 underpass, we had flooding again, and we put up the barriers. And unfortunately, some people just drove through it, and they got stuck, and we had to haul them out.
Wow, and how long did that take, actually?
The second time that I went around was probably an hour after they had gone through. So Usually it doesn't take too long once we can dispatch a tow truck, but we have to get it identified and make sure they're physically safe. So that's what we did.
Right. And of course, we want everyone to be safe. So do not drive through puddles, please, everyone out there. What message do you have for your viewers, tonight, or your residents rather, tonight and going into tomorrow as this storm continues to roll on through?
Well, we're very blessed because right now there are no reported power outages and no trees down. And so that's a good thing. But as was mentioned before, the rain is going to continue. We're not exactly sure of the winds. Hopefully the winds won't pick up. And then, but we just need to be diligent, and we need to be safe and take care of each other. And so if you have problems, we keep giving updates every couple hours or so, who to call if you have an issue with power, if Public Works with trees, or PD, our dispatch is doing a great job, triaging all these calls. So call us and we'll help you out.
Mayor Hoydick, thank you so much for your time tonight. We thank you for speaking with us, and stay safe out there.
You too, Brittany. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. So our question tonight, when will Henri finally be finished? So many people asking that question. Stormwatch team meteorologist Michelle Powers has that answer after the break.